I am not exaggerating. This was legitimately keeping me up last night. Everyone has them, just those moments where your brain just doesn't quite work properly. Do you remember in both the last video when we were building the frame and we had to cut all the 8-foot 2x4s and the 2x8s into 6-foot sections to make everything fit? I had set everything up right here and I was going through and cutting these 2x4s and these 2x8s to length with a circular saw and a reciprocating saw, and then I went through and I was ripping the skate light also with the circular saw. Last night I'm going through my comments and everyone's like, dude, like you need to upgrade your tools, you gotta get a chop saw, you gotta get a table saw. I'm laying there in bed reading these comments and I'm like, what am I doing? Look at this. Well, first let's just move the speaker. Oh, what's that? That would have been nice to use. Oh, what do we have sitting behind that? That would have been nice to use. Those are literally what I always use for any time that I make anything out of wood. Like when I made that little shelter for the cold plunge chiller. I use these to cut the 2x4s to length and I use that to rip the plywood, but for whatever reason, I just like forgot that I had those. Oh my God, I made that was like so much unnecessary work and like imperfect cuts and I felt so dumb. Oh man, I had to share that with you guys. Okay, I know I said this last video, but today is the day that this thing is going to be 100% finished. Make sure you turn your volume all the way up for this one. Kind of like the equivalent of coffee for me. Like it really just gets my day going. This right here is where we left off from part 4. This is actually my first time seeing it because we finish it at nighttime because it gets dark at 4:30 p.m. now. This thing came out so good. Oh my God. I'm really proud of that. Wow, okay. Kind of dumb logic here, but I legitimately surprised myself with how good the actual rail looked, and it kind of got me thinking that I want this done right. If you remember, because I was using the wrong tools, because I forgot that I owned the right tools, we have some little whoopsies and just imperfectness over here on this side. I want this thing done right. All right, I want to say we need a 6.5-inch strip, but I'd rather measure twice, cut once. And yeah, exactly 6.5. And then, I mean, honestly, we might as well cut a back panel too. Just if we're making it, you know, if we're buttoning everything up, I want to paint the sides, paint the skate light too. Like I said, I want to do this right. This would have been nice to remember that I had. I can't believe I forgot about this. Oh, Ryobi for the win, baby. Instead of whatever god-awful method of measuring I was using last time, I can just set this to 6.5. Boom. It's almost like it was meant for this. Yeah, that was a lot easier. I believe this is the one that we need. Take this. Oh man, I gotta take the metal off. I can probably get away with just loosening this one side. Yeah, I'm glad I'm gonna be doing this right, because I mean, I'll be like, skateability wise, it's fine. You're never gonna be skating over there, but like I said, I'm so proud of the rail that I want the whole thing to reflect that quality of work. Being proud of something you make is a really cool feeling. Is that it? Did I only have one screw in that? Oh, there's one up here. I am gonna have to drill some more countersinks. Same with this one too. You can see it's kind of loose on the edge. I'd been using the pre-existing holes because again, this is all recycled, but sometimes you get unlucky and there wasn't any here. I do have to drill and countersink that and this, I think. You just slide on under there. Oh yeah, way better. That actually lines up perfectly. That's an unnecessary amount of screws for that little strip, but again, the holes were already there, so I wanted to fill them. Now, let's get to making even more holes. I mainly just want to keep this flap down, and I can probably get away with like one 2, 3. There's 1. I hope that's big enough. There's 2, 3, and 4. And then we countersink them. I never know, like, if I'm countersinking them too much, or like, is that enough? No, see, we gotta go a little bigger. Yeah. There it is, okay. Alright, now we really hope that these sit flush. Oh, that is beautiful! Look at that. Oh, I forgot this one. Skate light's so gnarly. It's such a durable material that you can't just like screw through it. You have to pre-drill it. I mean, you can just screw through it, but it's not fun. Perfect. Much better. Obviously, it's still not painted. We have to, once we paint it one uniform color, I think it'll look better. Oh, god damn it. I forgot about this. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I think we're done with that at least. I know I had mentioned building a back for it there, but I think I want to leave it open because that's a perfect handhold. Like we can drag the obstacle from there if needed. If I patch that up like that, obviously there's no, I guess I could CNC like holes, but we'll just leave it open for now. The only thing left for the rail is to make the little inserts that the rail's gonna lock into. I mentioned painting the wood, and we have a whole lot of paint, but white, flat. Wait, is this black? Yeah, this is like a flat black. I really like the gray, but I don't want to go buy gray paint just for that. Well, black it is. Locked and loaded, baby. I think the right way to do this would be to like actually pressure wash it, or at least rinse it and scrub it, but we're not getting that deep with it. It's gonna get messed up regardless. I just want it to look uniform. I have a whole bunch of painting stuff for someone that doesn't really paint. That's handy though. Okay, tray, liner, roller. Come on, roller brush. Do not you dare tell me. Oh yes, sick. I literally have a paint stir attachment for the drill in there, but this is more fun. Oh, I for sure said black, didn't I? I decided on white, mainly because we can paint over white later. I have a feeling a white bump to bar might just stick out like a sore thumb here, but it also might look cool, but white is a lot easier to paint over later. It's almost just like primer, so we'll go white for now, and if we hate it, if it just looks crazy out of place, we can paint over it with that gray or whatever, really. I hope this paint is still good. I mean, it looks like paint. Oh, I want to eat that. It looks like pancake batter. Again, this is like a merely aesthetic thing. I'm not too worried about doing it properly, or even if you can see a little bit of the actual skate light underneath. This is pretty low on the priority list today. I just would rather get it done before mounting everything up. Painting is pretty therapeutic though, until it starts hurting your back because I'm not using one of those extensions. Maybe white will look decent actually. Well, I think honestly it doesn't matter what color. I think just having it one color is gonna make such a big difference. Oh no, how did I get paint on my new pants already? God damn it, I knew I shouldn't have worn my new pants. Whatever. It adds character. Painting the sides is gonna kind of suck. I'll probably just use skate light or something to mask it because I don't think I have a drop cloth. Again, we don't do things the right way here, but we do get things done. One way or another. So far, this is looking good. All right. Oh yeah, dude, white's kind of sick. All right. No, yeah, I think, oh boy, I like this. Sides and back. Maybe we can use that as like a little masking tape sort of deal. Oh yeah, beautiful. I'm not gonna obsess too much about the paint. Alrighty. Yo, what I really need is like an artist to come by and start doing murals. Like imagine murals on the, because all the inside of the shop is white. Have a sick local artist or something come out and do all the inside, paint all the ramps, all the obstacles white and have him do that or her do that. That'd be sick. All right, I think we just got this last side, which is kind of gonna be a pain. This is gonna get dirty really fast. I feel like it might look sick though, like with your like skate wheel marks on, like maybe I am the mural. See, get it? Modern art. Oh no! That worked out nicely because this is the rest of the paint too. All right. I think we're good. There it is. Gonna let the paint dry obviously before reattaching the metal, but 1000% having it all one color makes it look so much cleaner. Woo! All right, I feel like, I don't know what color to do the rail, but I feel like it has to be a contrasty color. The all white ramp and then like a black rail or a red rail or something like poppy, I think would be really cool. Speaking of rail, boy, are we reaching, blah, blah. We're getting close to the finish line, finally. Really, all we need is that piece right there, which we attach these to, sort of like these, but with a hole in it, because it's gonna go like that, except the other way. It's gonna go like that, and that is gonna be sunk into what we just painted, and then the bottom of that would insert into that, and that's how we make the interchangeable rails. So boot up the plasma cutter. I already designed the piece that we need. You know what? Let's start painting the top of the rail so that can dry. I kind of need, okay, we have blue, we have red, not enough gold. Ooh, is this all spray paint? These all look like earth tone colors. How about this one though? The satin moss green. White ramp. This could be kind of cool. Like really different and kind of not poppy like what I was just talking about. Then we got some tans. Yeah, I mean, these are all like earth tones. Or do we just go red, honestly? We have neon yellow, we got bright purple, we got neon green. The A-frame is a dark green. I feel like we just have a theme of just bright eyesore colors. Might as well keep the theme going. Honestly, it's whatever I have more of. Red, blue, there's more red. Red it is. See, that made my decision easy. Oh yeah, this is gonna look sick. Oh yeah. We're out. I think we got it. All right, well, the whole thing's red. That looks good. We now have the rail drying. We have the wood drying. All that we have left to do is make those metal inserts. I really gotta get, they make like plasma table fluid. Cause I just use water, so you have to drain it before, or drain it after every use and refill it before every use. Otherwise it'll just rust everything, but if you get actual fluid, you can let it sit in there. It's just pricey. Water works fine, what am I talking about? Ah, yes, music to my ears. All right, pressurized. Let's send the air to the plasma cutter, just like that. Air, 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 30 amps. We're gonna make the top plate 16 gauge, which is a little thin. I'm out of 12 gauge. Plus, we're gonna be screwing it in, so it really doesn't have to be thick at all. And this should be, yeah, this is 16 gauge. This is the piece that I made. It is pretty simple. We have a 2.025, yeah. A 2.025 inch diameter hole, because that's where this 2-inch tube is going through, but I need a little bit of tolerance, hence the 0.025. And then we have these 0.2 inch holes that are gonna be for the screws that I'll also probably need to end up countersinking so it sits flush. And we are going to need 3 of those, just like that. Start. Here we go. It should be pretty quick to cut because it's only 16 gauge, and the thinner the metal, the quicker it can cut. There's one, looks good. There's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. Truly beautiful. Well, I take that back. It's only gonna be truly beautiful if it fits, and it does. That is truly beautiful. All right, we need these. This is the last thing we gotta weld, and then it's really just piecing it together really quickly. Let's just make sure the screws fit. Yes, that's perfect. I will need to countersink a little bit, it looks like, if I want it to sit flush. That is totally fine though. I just need to make sure I do this right. It's really just that. Like that's all I'm doing, right? Again, I'm just double checking my work here. Yes, that's what we need. That sits flush. I don't weld there. I weld this side. Yep. Home stretch. Boom. We are done welding. This should be dry by now, and now we just gotta... Yeah, that's dry. Oh, and now we gotta mount what we just made. Ooh, that's a tight fit. All right, so I have an idea for how this is gonna work. Dang, that red looks cool, man. Da 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 da. Yo, it works. It's so sick. Yo, the red and white is gonna go crazy. All right, let's get everything where it goes. With this in position. Dude, no way. All right, we put these things on. We have to make this thing that, because we're gonna trace this. We gotta make that as accurate as possible. Yep. This is pretty crucial, because if these holes are off, nothing's gonna fit. And that would not be good. Okay. There's all 3 of them. Yep, that's how it's gonna work. 1, 2, and 3. I mentioned how this has to be perfect, and this is probably gonna be overkill. It's just really not something that I wanna risk. I'm gonna go through with a pen here to mark the center of these holes. All right, and the reason for that is when I'm using the hole saw, it's called an arbor, right? Like a drill that you can put right in the middle. I fucked this one up, don't talk about it. There we go. Yeah, this. I think it's called an arbor. Now, if you guys watched the last video, you remember me saying that this was too big. This is 2.5 inches, and originally I thought I want 2 inches, but change of plans. We actually want it a 1/2 inch too big. And the reason for that is you can see our weld bead, right? It's probably sticks out maybe a little less than 1/4 inch. But if that were to rest directly against the wood, there'd be a gap. So we need to have a bigger hole so that weld bead can sit flush underneath it. I accidentally made the anarchy symbol, that's funny. Oh, there's no going back once I drill this, dude. We gotta be getting close. I'm going through skate light, 3/4 inch plywood, and then a 2x8. Because remember, I did 2x4, 2x4, 2x8 in the middle. Oh, we gotta be getting close. Oh, I see it. We're almost there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. That's a thick old chunk. Ha ha ha. Okay, now we see if everything lines up, and if it doesn't, it will. Oh God, dude, I'm so nervous. Okay, it sits flush. That's a good start. All right, mounting inserts are in place. Please, 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 please. Yes, yes, come on. Oh, it works. Holy shit. We actually did it. Oh my God, no way. That is in there. We actually did it. And the best part is, the whole purpose of this is it's removable. So we can pull it on out, swap in a different rail if we have the same mounting pattern, or make some new ones, and then just plop it on in. Wow, now that I think about it, actually, I was gonna, cause I got check this out. These have screw holes in them, right? I was gonna countersink those and then screw those in so these don't move, but it really doesn't matter. Like, those can be as portable as they want, cause there's only ever gonna be downward pressure. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Dude! Oh, it's done. You already know I'm getting the sneak peek photos for the channel members. Dude, I'm tripping out. I don't know if you guys can see the photos I'm taking at all, but it looks good. So sick. So, in case you're wondering what I was taking photos for, let me tell you. The majority of these projects, the bump to bar, the 30-foot rail, the kinked rail, the rainbow rail, all of these, you know, projects, that's what they are made possible from the generosity of my channel members. And I know I've been talking about it a lot lately, but part of the reason for that is we've been going hard with the projects lately. There's a link in the description of this video and all my YouTube videos that you can click and explore the channel membership tiers that I have offered on my channel. The best thing I can compare it to is like Patreon, except I wanted to keep everything on one platform, so I decided with YouTube memberships, depending on what tier you join as, you get access to different perks, you know, from something as simple as like priority reply to comments, where, you know, I just respond to everyone's comments, to bigger perks like tier 3 has a monthly private tier 3 members Q&A every month, 24-hour early access to my fingerboard product drops. Tier 2 has behind the scenes stuff where I just post behind the scenes stuff. So that's what those photos are for, and it's like you guys are supporting me, and I want to do my best to, you know, bring a little bit of value to those that choose to do that. So I do hate sounding like a broken record talking about that in every single video, but it has really, like, I can't even put it into words, it's really been helping me out. So thank you to all of my current channel members. Again, there's a link in the description if you want to join and support me and projects like this. Honestly, I like the white and red, bro. I reattached the metal. It is 100% done. Are you guys ready for me to stop talking and skate it finally? We may be needing, ow, that didn't hurt, but ow. I want to say this has been the biggest project yet. The 30-foot rail was like actually physically the biggest, but I think this, like the addition of making the rail removable and modular, I really had to put my brain to the test, and like this was, you know, it's woodworking, metalwork. We did this, baby. God, I'm high. Well, let's see if it skates good. Before we even touch the rail, let's just a couple of tricks over the gap. This is so sick. I cannot stress enough how perfect the dimensions are. If the top section was any longer, it'd be too big of a gap to be, you know, fun size. If the rail was any taller, it wouldn't work with the proportions of the top. It is like I'm biased because I made it, but it is perfect. I'm not warmed up, but I have like a moral obligation to do a flip trick over it. Oh man, my body, okay. I'm saying we keep it as easy as we possibly can and just go for a kickflip. It's like, it is so small, in a good way, like it really is fun size, but I have no excuse for like being scared of tricks now. All right, okay. Oh, my body's just not ready. It's literally like a foot tall. It's borderline a flat ground kickflip. I have no excuse. I'll just land it. Or at least commit. I'll commit no matter what. It goes to show that I really do just have commitment issues. Okay, the bump over bar aspect of it, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10, exceeds expectations. Now it's the bar part of the bump to bar, the rail. This is sort of what sparked the removable rail idea, because it's only 4 feet and you're getting on, like you barely have room to grind. I do think the next project is gonna be a longer rail that has like a third leg that rests on the floor there, so it's like a bump to out rail. But I mean, it is still skatable, or it should be, so I guess that's what's next. That's kind of spooky. I mean, these kind of obstacles are just scary, like the bear traps, because you can get caught and it flings you. Yeah, I mean, we'll just go for a little baby. I'm gonna give it like the most half-assed attempt at first. I can go slower, but it is short for sure. Nothing wrong with being a little short though. What are we thinking about, like something like that. There it is. Oh, no way. I don't know what else to do. I got an idea. It's gonna be a scary one, but it's like the type of tricks that I think look really cool on the like bear trap obstacles. I'm thinking lip slide to pop over, you know, because you gotta clear that front truck. Oh man. Oh my God, that was scary. Oh my God. Ah, it's right there. It's just, I think I gotta go slower than I think. Like, I think if I go really slow, I can do a lot more tricks on it. But like, there are so many rails on the property that I did want to prioritize the bump part of it. Definitely, next project though, is gonna be an extendo rail. I was also thinking if I separate the top platform and the ramp, we can just rotate it. Cause then you could have like, a 6-foot rail going this way. A lot of options here. Ah! I have to get it cleaner than that. Ah, you're landing them so bad. Best one yet, still bad. Finally, I got one. Ready? A little POV action here. I guess it's not POV because I'm just holding you guys, but no, it's still POV. Try to get a little everything, right? Ledge, come over here. Oh God, and then, woo! So good, bro. It came out so good. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Overwhelming success. The yard's really coming together, man. We got a whole lot of stuff. Definitely though, next big skate project is gonna be an extendo rail this way. Then we can experiment with some kinks and bends and rolls and all that stuff. Oh man. Tired. Thank you guys for watching. This was a hell of a journey. It was a 5-part series. Took a little longer than I thought. We were almost on schedule. Supposed to be 4 videos, but the whole daylight savings thing just threw me off because it gets dark at 5. Appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Every like, comment, share, all that, all the algorithm helpy stuff. Channel members, I already said it, but thank you for supporting me, making stuff like this possible. Again, link in description if you're interested in supporting like that. Catch you next video. Peace out.